If I'm paying you money to do a job for me, I don't want to babysit you. Never ever highlight your lack of experience. I promise you, no one will hire you if you do that. Welcome to my YouTube channel. I have been waiting years to say stuff like this, and I finally did, and I feel so excited about it. So guys, today we're going to be talking about 3 things that you should never say or do in an interview if you are an entry-level job hunter. First off, let's do a mini introduction. My name is Raye, and I am an influencer in Nigeria, and I'm just starting my journey as a creator on YouTube. So please help me and subscribe if you like my vibe so that I can grow bigger here on YouTube. First, I wrote it down so I don't forget. First thing first, I want you to visualize an interview as a courtroom, right? So when you are in an interview, I want you to feel like you are in a courtroom and you have to defend yourself not to get your head chopped off. So what you do is, if you're in a courtroom and someone tells you to defend yourself, you go all in with all amount of energy, right? Trying to make sure that they see you as someone who is not guilty. That's the same thing that you want to do in an interview. When you go to an interview, a lot of people are usually very laid back and they don't want to talk too much in an interview. They just ask them, do you know how to use ChatGPT? They say yes. Do you know how to use Google Document? They say yes. You're not putting enough energy in the interview. You're not, and you won't get that job, okay? So I need you to put enough energy in an interview, and yeah, let's get into it. Number 1, first thing you should never do in an interview is highlight your lack of experience. Oh my God, this is something that I tell people all the time. A lot of entry levels, they say stuff like, hi, I would like to work with you as a graphic designer. Even though I'm new to this, if you give me this job, I will do amazing. I promise you, nobody wants to babysit you. If I'm paying you money to do a job for me, I don't want to babysit you. I want you to do the job properly, and I want to hire the best person. So if you come at me and say, even though I'm new to this, I can promise you to do a good job, I will not give you the job. Nobody will give you the job. I've worked with different hiring managers, and I can tell you that once someone comes and they are less confident, we don't even consider them for the role. But this is how you can position yourself instead if you want to get the job. Instead of saying stuff like, even though I'm new at this, I can do this job, you say stuff like, I am an entry level with experience in designing graphics. I have done graphic designs, and these are some of my mock projects, right? So you want to go on and tell them, even though you've not done a full-time job with a client before, at least you've done practicals, you've tried to practice around your skills, right? So you have mock samples, and in the interview you can say, I have some mock samples, I'm an entry level, I have some mock samples, I would like to show it to you. You can also use this format when you're trying to pitch yourself to a client via email, anywhere at all. Do not ever let a client see, or do not ever highlight your lack of experience. It is going to diminish you from the role, because people can sense that this person is only desperate for money and they don't have enough experience to work this job, okay? So number 1, never ever highlight your lack of experience. I promise you, no one will hire you if you do that. So instead, position yourself as a professional even though you're new at it. Always position yourself as a professional. Hi, I'm an entry level. I have 6 months of experience, and these are some of the mock projects I can do. This is proof that I can carry on the job for you. Rule number 2, do not ask the hiring manager about the company. One time we were interviewing someone for a website development. He applied to work to develop the company's website, and during the interview he asked us a question that blew our mind. We asked him a question about the company's flyers and the logo, and we were like, the company's brand colors, where do you think this color will fit in? Where do you think that will fit in? And then he asked us the question, Megan's like, what is the brand color? And he even went on and he asked us, I'm so sorry, but I can't remember the name of your company. Hey God. It was at that point that we knew that this was not the person for the job. Do not ever ask your employer to go into details and tell you about the company. You should research that. The minute you get an email inviting you for an interview, even if the interview is in the next 30 minutes, use the 30 minutes before the interview time and research it. Research the company's name. Research the company's brand logos, brand colors. Research every single thing about the company. Nobody wants to hire someone that is not zealous enough to work for the company. So I get that you are applying to 100 jobs a day or a month, so you might not have in mind the company that invites you for an interview. But one thing you can't deny is that when a company invites you for an interview, you cannot say you don't know the name of the company or whatever. No, the minute you get that invitation email like come for an interview, go and do your research. This guy was so close to getting the job. In fact, we thought he was our guy until he did not know anything about the company. Imagine us going to start from scratch and telling him everything about us. Like, every single person in the interview just said, oh my God, and we told him we'll contact him, and we never did. Now, we gave the job to someone else, someone who knew about the company. You know, we gave the job to a girl, and as soon as she came into the interview, the first thing she said was, hi, so I designed, that was what she said. She said, I designed a demo website and I would like to show you. I was like, okay, let's see. And she designed an entire demo website, and she showed us what she did about the company. She showed us different things, and it was so amazing, and we could not say no to that kind of person. And that is what I need you to know at the back of your mind. Go to the interview and prepare to show out, okay? Number 3, this is very important. I just threw more light on it. Number 3 thing you should never do in an interview is answer yes or no to every single question that they ask you. For example, they ask you, do you know how to use Google Document? You go in and say, yes, I know. Do you know how to use ChatGPT? Yes, I know. I promise you, you might think that saying yes is a good thing, but it's not a good thing. Now, what I mean is give more in-depth answers, right? So let's say I ask you, do you know how to use ChatGPT? You want to go on and say something like, yes, I know how to use ChatGPT. Oh, do you know ChatGPT actually has automations? I have used ChatGPT automations as well. And then you can even go further and say something like, I can use ChatGPT to design graphics. I can use ChatGPT to do different things. I can even use it to create AI pictures. So what you're doing is that you're not just answering yes and no to questions, but you're giving in-depth responses that position you as someone who knows how to do these things. Now you might be curious, okay, but how do I know that they'll ask me this question in an interview? In every single job posting that they put out there, they are going to put what they want you to do for the role. So if they are putting out a job posting for social media manager, they're going to say, we need a social media manager that can design graphics using ChatGPT, right? So you want to know these things before you get into the interview phase. And then when they ask you, oh, do you know how to do this? You're going to say, yes, I know how to do this. I've used ChatGPT to design graphics, da 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 da. Go into more depth when you're giving yes or no answers, okay? Number 4, I feel like I said 3, but I'm going right into number 4. I hope you guys are enjoying this video because I'm a yapper, like a chit chatter. Anyways, number 4 is during an interview, always turn up with like mock projects that you can show. Remember I said something about someone coming to an interview and she used a demo website. She was like, hi, I already designed a demo website and I'd like to show it to you. That's exactly what you need to do if you want to land the job. I don't know who told her that, but you can tell that she's a professional. See, anytime you're going to an interview, design a demo, whatever it is. So if you're interviewing for the role of a social media manager, you want to go there with a social media strategy. So for example, if they ask you why should we give you the job, you can tell them something such as, hi, I think if you give me the job, or I know that if you give me the job, I will do exceptional at it. In fact, do you mind if I share my screen and show you a social media strategy I designed for so brand that took the brand from 1,000 followers to 5,000 followers? Metrics, when you're telling them things that you have done, even if you've not done anything, even if it's just like a mock sample that you did, right? If you go on and say, oh, I can show you a social media strategy that I designed for a fictional brand that can help the brand grow from 1,000 to 5,000 followers in the space of 3 months. When they see the way that you talk and they see the way that you position yourself, you're giving them more confirmation that you're the one for the role, okay? So I want you to go on and do more in-depth things, talk more in-depth. I hope I'm not chit-chatting to myself. First off, I had to lean closer to make sure that you guys are enjoying the video because I really hope you are. Anyways, let's go back. So like I said, if you're going to an interview, go there prepared. Go there with a structure that will help you secure the job. You can go there with your strategy. You can go there with documents to highlight that you know how to do the job. Go there with different things that would make you stand out. Okay? Yeah. Now we have talked about different points that you can use to secure a job as an entry level. The first thing that I highlighted was never highlight your flaws for the interviewer. Once you do this, you're already giving them things that they can start weighing you down on and putting other people above you, and you don't want to do that. For example, if I come here and tell you guys, oh guys, I have a big head, you would now start observing that big head like, she actually has a big head. That's exactly what you do when you tell an interviewer, I'm new to this and I've never done a job before. They will start seeing flaws, things that they feel like you're not doing right and you don't want to do that. Number two, I said, never ask the hiring manager about the company. You want to do your own research, and when you come to the interview, you want to blow their mind, right? You want to tell them how I designed a demo website for you and I'd like to show it to you if that's something you like, if that's in your niche. Or you want to say something like, I designed a graphic for you, I would like to show it to you if you like. Or if you're a virtual assistant, you can say something like, I have an entire Google spreadsheet on how I would organize your schedule, or I can show you a Google Calendar on how I organize schedules for my clients. Different ideas and different things that will help you stand out. So never ask the hiring manager about the company or the client about the company. Instead, you want to show them how you've done your research and how you can actually help them, okay? Number three, I said, never answer yes or no to questions. I know you might be like, oh, I want to just say yes and get away with it. I have another interview, but don't do that. You want to go more in-depth into the conversation. Don't say yes and don't say no. Go more in-depth. Do you know how to use this? Yes, I do actually. I've used spreadsheets to organize a time tracker or a job tracker. Go more in-depth and answer questions more in-depthly. Okay, and then the last tip, I can't remember the last tip that I said because I'm just saying all of this from my head. I wrote the points down, shots, and I have to expand sheets on it. But anyways, I just want to tell you that I wish you good luck. If you have a job interview and you came across this video, or you just really want to watch and position yourself very well, I hope that this video helps you. And yeah, do not forget to give me a thumbs up and also subscribe to my YouTube channel, and let me know in the comments what other content you like me to create that can help you. And you guys, don't forget that I run an academy called Visa Academy, and if you ever want to register or need our support, use the link below to contact us. Bye guys, and I will see you in my next video.